Alright, Shalom Israel. Back with another GMS on the go. I'm Brother Nakam. I'm with the Raleigh, North Carolina camp. Before I go any further, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakar Kodash. Next up, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone from teaching us this truth according to the Bible. And a double shalom to all the sincere Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and righteousness and sincerity to the best of your ability. And I'm going to get into a lesson on how you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans, who are the real biblical Hebrew Israelites, are supposed to be taking heed to this word, this King James Bible, this 1611. So without further ado, I'm going to grab my first scripture. This is Psalms chapter 119, verse 9, and it reads, "Wherewithal shall a young man plant his ways?" So the scriptures is basically saying, how are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the real biblical Hebrew Israelites, supposed to clean your ways? It reads on, by taking heed thereto according to thy word. So you so-called blacks, Latino, and Americans, you get clean by taking heed. And that word heed, when you look it up, it means to listen. So you so-called blacks, Latino, and Americans, you get cleansed. You get clean by taking heed, by listening unto this word, this King James Bible, this 1611. So seeing that you get clean by this word, by taking heed unto it, we're going to see what you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans need to do. This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6, and it reads, "Seek ye Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, who the word ignorantly calls God and Jesus, who's so-called black man, while he may be found." Right. So Isaiah is telling you so-called blacks, Latino, and the Americans to seek Yahweh by Shema Shah. He didn't say seek Allah. He didn't say seek Buddha. He didn't say seek the Hindu goddess Shiva. He didn't say seek Santa Maria. He didn't say seek, if I already said, which I think I already did, but Caesar Borgia. He said seek Yahweh Shema Shah, once again, who the word ignorantly calls God Jesus, who's so-called black man. And how are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans supposed to seek Yahweh Shema Shah? You seek him by his men that he set up out there on the highways and byways, because Yahweh Shah is speaking through those men, through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to the men on down, because we're Yahweh Shah's mouthpiece, and we're going to prove that. You see, because Yahweh Shah, he always spoke to men from ancient past times all the way up until now. So, get my precept real quick. This is St. Luke, chapter 10, verse 16. And this is written in red. This is who the word ignorantly calls Jesus speaking, whose real name is Yahweh Shah in Hebrew, who's a so-called black man. And he's talking to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans, who are the real biblical Hebrew Israelites. So once again, this is St. Luke, chapter 10, verse 16. And it reads, "He that heareth you, hear me." Right. So if you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans hear what the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to the men on down are saying out there on the highways and byways and putting up videos on YouTube, it's not us that you're hearing. It's Yahweh Shah that you're hearing, because Yahweh Shah speaks to men. And these are his words that we're speaking. You see? Showing you once again that Yahweh Shah speaks through men. It reads on, "And he that despiseth you, despiseth me." And that word despise means to hate. So if you despise the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to the men on down, then really it's not us that you're despising. It's Yahweh Shah that you're despising. And it reads on, "And he that despiseth me, despiseth him that sent me." Right, and if you despise Yahweh Shah, then really it's not him that you're despising. It's Yahweh, who the word ignorantly calls God, who's also so-called black man, because Yahweh sent Yahweh Shah. You see? So I just pulled this scripture here just to show you how Yahweh Shai speaks through men. So you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans, you need to seek the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to the men on down, because Yahweh Shai is speaking through those men. So you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans, you need to take heed. You need to listen to what the apostles and elders of Great Millstone are saying out there on the highways and byways and putting up videos on YouTube. Because the word, this King James Bible, this 1611, that we're bringing out, and breaking it down the right way, this word is what's going to cleanse you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans from transgressing the laws, statutes, commandments of the Bible. So therefore, you need to take heed. You need to listen to this word that we're bringing out. You see? So I'm going to go back to Isaiah again. Starting from the top. This is Isaiah 55 verse 6. Seek ye Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, while he may be found. Right. So you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans, you need to seek the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to the men on down, while they may be found. While we're still putting up videos on YouTube, and while we're still out on the highways and byways. And why is Isaiah telling you so-called blacks, Latino, and the Americans to seek the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to the men on down, while they may be found? We're going to show you why. Give me another precept real quick. This is Amos chapter 8 verse 11, and it reads, Behold, the days come. Right. So Amos is telling you so-called blacks, Latino, and the Americans that the days come, meaning it's going to happen. Says Yahweh Shema Shai, that I will send a famine in the land. Right. So Yahweh Shai is going to send a famine. And what is a famine? A famine is a shortage of something, a lack of something. And it says in the land. And what land is that talking about? The land of America. So it's going to be a famine in the land of America. But we're going to see what kind of famine Amos is talking about. It says, not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water. So the famine is not talking about a famine of bread nor thirst for water. Even though there is going to be a famine of bread and thirst for water, but this is not the famine that Amos is talking about. So we're going to read on. It says, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. You see? So that's the famine that Amos is talking about. The famine of hearing these words, this King James Bible, this 1611. So you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans, you need to seek the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to the men on down while they may be found. Because there's going to be a famine of hearing these words. Once again, this King James Bible, this 1611. And knowing that there's going to be a famine of hearing these words, you so-called blacks, Latino, and the Americans, you need to get this word while the getting is good. You need to take heed. You need to listen now. Because once this word is gone, you're going to wish you would have took heed to it. You're going to wish you would have listened. So get this word now. Once again, get this word while the getting is good. It reads on. Verse 12. They shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. Right, 2/3 so-called blacks, Latino, and the Americans, when this word is gone, you're going to wander from sea to sea, and you're going to wander from the north even to the east. Meaning you're going to go everywhere trying to find this word, you see? Because you're going to know that this word was going to keep you stable for when all hell breaks loose, you see? So you're going to wander from, once again, from sea to sea and north even to the east trying to get this word. You're going to go crazy in that day trying to find this word. You're going to be ready to pull your hair out, you see? Because this word, once again, is what's going to keep you so-called blacks, Latino, and the American stable, but you're not going to have it. Why? Because you procrastinated. You didn't take this word serious, and now it's gone. So now you got to wander all over just trying to find a word, but guess what? You're not going to find it. It reads on. They shall run to and from to seek the word of Yahweh Shema Shai and shall not find it. Right, so you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans, you're going to run to and from to seek this word, this King James Bible. But guess what? You're not going to find it. Because you didn't take heed. You didn't listen. You didn't seek Yahweh Shema Shai men while they was out on the highways and byways, while they may be found. You see? While they was putting up videos on YouTube. You didn't take heed. So you so-called blacks, Latino, and the Americans, you need to seek the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to the men on down while they still around, while they may be found. Because once again, once this word is gone, it's gone. So take heed. So I'm going to go back to Isaiah. Finish the rest of that out real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 55 verse 6, starting from the top again. Seek ye Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Right. So you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans call upon Yahweh Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus, Jesus and God, who's so-called black man. You see? Call upon Yahweh Shema Shai while he is near. Not Allah, not Buddha, not Santa Maria, not the Hindu god of Shiva. You see? Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Because those are the names going to be able to save you. Allah can't save you. Buddha can't save you. Santa Maria can't save you. The Hindu god of Shiva can't save you. Caesar Borgia can't save you. You see? Because those are not true names. Once again, Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Call upon those names. And it says, while he is near. And Yahweh Shema Shai is still near by his men being out there on the highways and byways and putting up videos on YouTube. So therefore, you so-called blacks, Latino, and Americans need to seek Yahweh Shema Shai while he is near. You see? So I'm going to get a preset real quick of what's going to happen to you so-called blacks, Latino, and Americans. 2/3 of y'all if you don't seek Yahweh Shema Shai. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 15 verse 13. And it reads that whosoever, and that whosoever is talking about you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans, would not seek Yahweh Shema Shai of Israel shall be put to death. So if you so-called blacks, Latino, and Americans don't seek Yahweh Shema Shai by the apostles and others of great millstone to the men on down, you're going to be put to death by the way of race riots, by the way of the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, by the way of martial law, by the way of FEMA camps with the guillotine inside of them to chop your head off. You see, by the way of famine of food and thirst, by the way of ultimately 200 ICBM missiles coming from Russia, China, Syria, North Korea, and so forth on, and the chariots of Israel, which the world ignorantly calls UFOs, with the laser beam of fire coming down from the bottom of it. You see? So if you so-called blacks, Latino, and Americans don't want to be put to death, you need to seek the apostles and other great millstone to the men on down. It reads on, whether small or great. Right, whether small, whether you're your average bum, you know, digging out the trash can looking for food, standing on the corner begging for change, or whether great, whether you're your Michael Jordans, your LeBron James, your Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey, and so forth on. It says whether man or woman, right? Whether man or woman, because Yahweh Shema Shai is not a respected person. You see, because in this society, Esau, the so-called white man, puts these women on a high pedestal, on a high level. But Yahweh Shema Shai is not a respected person. He don't have no sympathy for the woman. Just because these women, they claim to be, just because these women, they're ladies, they're women, Yahweh Shema Shai, once again, he ain't a respected person. He don't have no sympathy for these women. You see? And plus, the man is over the woman. So if Yahweh Shema Shai is not a respected person, and he ain't going to respect the man, what makes you think he going to respect the woman when the man is over the woman? You see? So you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans need to seek Yahweh Shema Shai so that you won't have to be put to death. So I'm going to get one preset real quick and I'm going to close it out. Because this is going to happen to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans if you do seek Yahweh Shema Shai. This is Amos chapter 5 verse 4. And it reads, for thus says Yahweh Shema Shai unto the house of Israel. And Israel consists of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Americans. Seek ye me, and ye shall live. Right. Seek Yahweh Shema Shai by the apostles and others of great millstone to the men on down. And what? You're going to live. And ultimately, you're going to be saved from the destruction that's coming to America. You see? You're not going to have to go through with martial law, the race riots, you know, the FEMA camps, and 200 ICBM missiles coming from Russia, China, Syria, North Korea, and so forth on. Or the chariots of Israel with the laser beam of fire coming down from the bottom of it. You see? So if you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans don't want to be put to death, seek Yahweh Shema Shai while he may be found. You see? and call upon His name so that you can live, so that you won't be put to death. Take heed to this word, to this King James Bible, this 16:11. You see? So I hope you've been edified. It's been another GMS on the go. I'm Brother Nakam. I'm with the Raleigh, North Carolina camp. Before I go any further, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakar Kodash. Next up, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible. And a double shalom to all the sincere Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and righteousness and sincerity to the best of your ability. So with that, Kwam Yasha Allah, Shalom.